Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another very important update on top 7 mistakes to avoid in Thailand if you're a first time traveler or if you're a frequent visitor yet you haven't come across these scenarios. So I'll share my experience of being in Thailand for the last 7 to 8 times over the last 6 to 7 years, and I've just shortlisted top 7 of these mistakes that you should avoid when being in Thailand. So as usual guys, before I begin my video, as you can see on my screen, 98% of you who are watching my channel, who are watching my videos consistently are non-subscribers. So I highly recommend to hit the subscribe button and support my channel. So the first mistake, rather not a scam, is when you enter Thailand is when you visit the ATMs. So how ATMs work in Thailand is, guys, so let's take an example of how ATMs first work in India. So you go to an ATM, you insert the card, you insert your PIN, and in a few ATMs or most of the ATMs you get the card and the cash simultaneously out at the same time, or the card comes out first and then the cash comes out. But in Thailand, whenever you are drawing money from ATM, please remember, any ATM in Thailand, please remember that once you enter the card, once you enter the PIN, the cash comes first, and then after 2 to 3 minutes, then you will get your card back. I've seen many of my friends and many of my mutual friends as well trying to access ATMs and thinking the card is blocked, calling to the bank and the card being blocked, and they have even left the ATMs. Card being there in the ATM, they have left because thinking the card is stuck. So please remember that ATMs working in Thailand is slightly different from other countries, and always be proactive to stay in front of the ATM, collect your card and then depart, because ATMs are modeled or designed to work in such a way that you get your cash first and then after 2 to 3 minutes delay you get your card. So please be aware of this, guys. ATMs are one of the most important things that when we go for a foreign country, if you have not taken your currency, and we have to be really cautious about what or how we take precautionary measures in ATMs. So the second most important thing I would say, the second mistake that we actually do when we are landing in first time in any foreign country is not be aware of the local apps. For example, you have landed in Bangkok, you have gone from India to Bangkok, you have landed in Bangkok, you're all excited to go to your hotel. So what you do once you come out of the airport is approach the local taxis. Do not approach any kind of local taxis, because when you exit the immigration, a lot of people will be standing, because in foreign countries what happens is you do not need a ticket to enter the airport. So in Indian airports, you need a ticket to enter inside the airport, and then in terminal, you take your flight, you take your boarding pass into terminal and then depart out of the country. In foreign countries, what happens is, most of the foreign countries, to enter the airport, anyone can enter the airport, guys. And you have the board, then once you submit your ticket, you get the boarding pass, only those people are entered into the boarding gates and immigration, etc. But to enter the airport, anyone can enter the airport. So what happens is, all these taxi drivers line up outside the arrival gates, and then they say 200 baht, 500 baht, 100 baht, I'll take you to Pattaya, I'll take you to Bangkok, your hotel for 100 baht. What happens is, you might feel that okay, it's only 100 baht, I am in luck today, I am very happy. You board the taxi, and then when you get down in the hotel, they're going to say 1000 baht. So if you try to argue with them, you said 100, why are you charging 1000? That is not going to go down well. And I've had this multiple scenarios with me as well when I first time went to Thailand. When I took a taxi from point A to point B, this is what I faced, and that was very challenging. I've made a dedicated video on the must-have apps in Thailand, guys. So please check out this video. It is very informative, and it is really going to help you a lot in your Thailand trip on what apps you need to have. For taxis, you have 3 apps to install, and those 3 apps come in very handy. And please remember, do not approach any local taxis, whether in airport or whether in city. Even if they offer the least price, even if they ask you to record their conversation, do not board any kind of taxis, because they are going to scam you at the end of the day, and you are going to be the sufferer out of it. So the next mistake I would say when I went for the first time to do in Thailand is not carry this travel adapter, guys. You see this travel adapter? So this travel adapter has USA, Japan, Australia, Thailand. You can see here, it supports most of the countries in the world, and these 3 plugs, like you basically use this, and also you have an unlock and lock, and also you have USBs as well, which you can take support here. The USBs as well, which you can take support. So not carrying a travel adapter is one of the most big mistakes I would say to Thailand, because when you go to your hotel, when you can't charge your mobile phone in the airport or in the hotel, you have your power banks, and imagine if power banks run out without carrying this travel adapter, it's going to be really difficult for you in general, in terms of having your mobile charged in your hotel, etc. Few hotels I heard have Indian kind of plugs, but 98% majority doesn't have, and you need this travel adapter, guys. Without this adapter, you will not be able to charge your mobile. So whenever you're going to Thailand for the first time, the third most important thing or third mistake that most people do is not carry this travel adapter. It is very self-explanatory. I really hope you carry this travel adapter next time for ease of travel. And this travel adapter costs like 400 or 500 rupees in India, and if you go to Thailand, it might cost more, and you might end up searching for it, and if you buy in any local stores, it might be more than 1000 rupees. So please be aware of it, and try not to buy anything in a foreign country like this where you waste your money. And the next common mistake that people do, like point number 4 or mistake number 4 when they go to Thailand, is drink tap water. So tap water is not at all safe in Southeast Asia or Asia, guys. So tap water is highly not recommended. Always take or buy the bottled water in 7-Eleven or Family Mart. A few people whom I know went to Thailand last time in last January 2024, drank tap water in Chiang Mai, and they fell sick, and it took them a lot to recover once they were back to their home country, that is Bangalore. So tap water is highly not recommended. Even when you go to restaurants, even when you go anywhere, do not drink or use tap water. Always buy bottled water in 7-Eleven or Family Mart. It is very cheap, guys. It is 7 to 10 baht. It is same cost as India, maybe 1 or 2 rupees more. A 1 liter bottle would cost you around 10 to 12 baht, which is around 25 to 30 rupees, which is cost 5 to 10 rupees more than what you get in India, a normal bottled water. So try to always buy water in 7-Eleven or Family Mart or local supermarkets or in the hotel, but do not try to drink tap water in Thailand, which will really impact your system, and which will really spoil your trip, because we are usually there in a foreign country for about 5 to 10 days, and you don't want to be spoiling this by drinking tap water. And the next biggest mistake, especially for first time travelers to Thailand, is disrespecting Thai culture. So please do not disrespect Thai culture. There's a list of do's and don'ts. I'll link it in the description below. When it comes to Thai culture, you cannot spit on the road, or you cannot spit chewing gum on the road. You cannot make love apparently in public, and you should not be insulting the Thai king. So there's a lot of rules that you have to respect the local Thais. And similarly, when foreigners come to India, we expect them to respect the culture in terms of removing the slippers before going to the temples, etc. And we expect them to adhere those rules. But when you are in Thailand, please be respectful of their culture. Try to talk to the locals properly. Do not increase your voice or do not abuse, and do not get into fights with them, which is go down on bad on your side, guys. So please trust me on that. It is going to go down really bad for you. So do not try to involve in a fight, or do not try to disrespect their culture, or do not try to speak to them rudely, and follow the rules whatever is given, and always be kind and polite, because you're in a foreign country. And also if you check in the link in the description, there is a list of do's and don'ts with respect to Thai culture, and I hope you really follow that and adhere to this. That is very important, especially in a foreign country. You don't want to be getting into legal trouble, or you don't want to be getting into serious trouble and end up paying 5,000 or 10,000 baht fines, which is highly not recommended. So I highly insist you to check out the link in the description below and adhere to the process. And the next biggest thing, or the next biggest problem, I would say, when people who are visiting, number 6, the mistake number 6 when you do, is taking vehicle rentals. Especially in Pattaya and places like Phuket, Indians do take a lot of vehicle rentals, guys. Vehicle rentals are not recommended at all. If they are taking your passport, definitely no, do not give your passport and take vehicle for rent. If they are not asking your passport, then fine, you can take a chance based on the reviews of that particular rental, and always go for foreigner reviews. Do not go for local Thai people reviews. See what foreigners have said about that particular vehicle rental shop, and then take vehicle rental. Because as I have already told in my scam video, when you take a vehicle for rent, they will scam you left and right. When you return the vehicle, even if you have taken a video, they are going to say that there is a mistake here, there's a scratch here, and people have lost up to 10,000 to 20,000 baht on a car or a two-wheeler. So please be mindful that whenever you're choosing a vehicle for rent, or when you're taking a vehicle for rent, always check and do not give your passport to any vehicle rentals. If they are giving it for rent, if they are asking your passport, do not give it at all, guys. Do not give it at all. And please be cautious. And vehicle rental is one of the biggest mistakes that people do. Take vehicles for rent, like how you take in Goa. Goa is a different ball game altogether, but this is a different ball game altogether. This is a foreign country. They have their own rules. They're not going to tell you upfront. If the police catches you and asks you for fine, they might seize the vehicle. You might end up going to jail as well. So do not opt for this vehicle rental thing at all. Try to avoid vehicle rental as much as possible, and try to roam in public transport, or when you have a package tour booked, that is more than good enough, guys. So the last mistake that I would say when you're a first time traveler going to Thailand and going to these going to these walking streets, especially in Pattaya and Phuket, you have Patong walking street and Pattaya walking street. These walking streets, if you're a first time traveler, if you're not aware of the situation, what they do is they have a board with them. They say, come free drink or a free show, free live show. They're going to invite you to these shady clubs and shady bars inside, and they're going to give you water basically, and they're going to charge you thousands of baht, saying that we offered you drinks, alcoholic drinks, and you drank that, and now you have to pay so much of money. So this is a huge problem and a huge scam, guys. So in my opinion, when you're going in the walking street, just do not interact with any local Thai person. Just do not interact with any locals. Just keep walking, enjoy your stuff, and then come out of walking streets. Walking streets are a huge scam, and if you try to argue with them, or if you try to argue with the local people, it is not going to go down well. So please beware of that. Please beware of the scams. Even Thai police have indicated for tourists going into walking streets to be 100% careful, because if you lure into scams, nobody is responsible. It's you are own responsible for your loss. So please beware of it. Even in Patong walking street, I've seen a lot of people try to show you those billboards and try to invite you to clubs and say this is just 50 baht or 100 baht, come, you can enjoy free live show with just one drink. This is going to go down very badly, guys. So please remember to be pragmatic. Please remember to be very aware and cautious of your surroundings and what's going on, and always try to be proactive in terms of watching or be cautious and take proper tips before visiting a foreign country like Thailand. So I hope this video was very informative, guys. I didn't want to make it too lengthy, but I wanted to give proper clear-cut information on if you're a first-time traveler going to Thailand, or if you're already a seasoned traveler who have been to Thailand but not come across these scenarios. I hope this information was very helpful. I'll catch you guys in my next video.